Yo, what's going on, guys? Hecarim got a nice buff from Riot this patch. His W lasts for 1 second longer, and he also got a little bit more AD scaling. This makes Hecarim a lot tankier in fights and much harder to kill because his W gives him armor and magic resist per the duration, and it scales up pretty high. He's in a pretty good spot. He was already a great hyper carry jungler since he's so snowball heavy, in the same way that Evelyn can go Dark Seal. Hecarim goes for Treasure Hunter, snowballs the map with his mobility. So this change, I don't think was necessary. They wanted to do it maybe to just sell some more Hecarim skins, but regardless, I'm excited nonetheless. We're going to say no leash, 3 camp into top gank. If you're going to gank early, always let your teammates know. Set it up. We got Phase Rush, Nimbus Celerity, Water Walking, Treasure Hunter, Eyeball, double AD armor, Blue Jungle. I have no potion. You don't really need potion on Hecarim starting. For our build, it is a 65% win rate build. You want to go for Spear Shojin Rush, mainly for the Q cooldown. After that, push into Dustblade into a big fat juicy Heralds. Got him with the Q spam. Auto into Q. Your Q does more damage and gets lower cooldown per stack. It stacks up to 3 times. The stacks last for quite a while. Just be mindful of how many stacks you have before you go into fights. Up against a lethal tempo Vi. I've tinkered around with lethal tempo Vi. I think the issue isn't really lethal tempo. It's just that Vi isn't very meta right now. And she struggles to stay on top of her opponents. We're going to pull this guy out. I'm not going to smite him. Big Krug tends to do a bit more damage than red buff anyways. And you get a bigger heal the lower in health you are. Your Q range does outrange your autos, and it doesn't cancel your autos either. We're not going to use our W because we're about to gank. Alright, we finished roughly 222. Pretty fast for a 3 camp clear. I'm going to ghost in behind. We're going to hold on to our E auto for a moment and then push her. You want to take advantage of the movement speed for as long as possible, because once you auto attack with your Eon, you will lose that movement speed. You should really just reset. The wave's coming to him already. So we bash her out with some Qs and Ws, and then we go in for the auto in behind. Ooh, we can go Lucids. That's a very, I wouldn't say lucky back, but a very fortunate back. Lucid speeds up our clears and makes our ganks way better. Once we get our sums on a lower cooldown, we'll go ahead and E out of base. He should have backed. The wave was already coming to him. He could have teleported back and had a permafreeze, but now he's overstaying with low health, low mana, no items. So now, like, he can't, like, this is risky because if I shows up, he's dead, and now Riven can freeze. The only reason she's not all-inning him is because she's only level 2 and it was a big wave. But if her jungler was there, then Gragas's lane is basically over. Laning is so much about understanding minion interactions and wave formations. And as a jungler, you kind of need to understand that too. It opens up a lot of gank options for things that wouldn't otherwise really be gankable. We could go mid. Ziggs is pushed up, no boots. We have Lucids. We're very, very fast. Hecarim's solo potential is still freaking terrible early on. There's really no meta jungler you can raw solo unless you have a huge HP lead or a gold lead. He is truly a clear champion and a gank champion early game. She hasn't spent her gold. That's funny. I still have my 3Q farm. I'm not going to go mid once she sees me. It's pointless. So yeah, she hasn't backed. We're in a good spot. Looks like she took top scuttle and greeted. As a jungler right now, you can't really get both scuttles ever. It takes too long. And if the other jungler sees you doing it, they can run to the other one and take it before you can get there. So unless you have some kind of information from wards and you know exactly where the enemy jungler is, you almost never play for double scuttle. Because you'd assume the enemy jungler is going to be there and you're going to waste your time walking all the way over, which is ultimately exactly what happened there. And she walked all the way over instead of just resetting. Basically cost her an extra 15-20 seconds. Let's see if it's warded. It doesn't seem to be. We'll check this bush real quick. I don't have my Q stacks up. That's fine. Push into her. There's our phase rush. Walk her down with Q on. I'm kind of holding on to my auto there because I wanted to get the kill. Plus, when you auto, you have to stand still for a moment. The waves push. Vi did end up resetting. Her topside jungle should be coming up by now. All she has is Sheen. Vi clears aren't particularly fast. Her ganks are inconsistent since her Q can miss, unlike Hecarim E or Rammus taunt. or Evelyn Charm. So yeah, I'm just not a huge fan of Vi right now. I've been trying to make her work with her best builds, best runes. It does not feel good though, even when you're playing her right. Champion needs some serious changes, or just turn into a stat check champion like Trundle. That's always a possibility. She's on dragon. That's a really early dragon. All she has is Sheen. She should be really squishy. It looks like they're going to get the dragon too. I'm on Ghost. Ah, this is a weird one. Gragas is already so low, it turns out. Kind of need to push this. We could suicide and hold the wave there, get a fast recall. I'm level 6 though, so instead of it being an 8-second respawn, it would be quite a bit longer than that. Waves push, we're chilling, it's time to back. They got dragon and a kill out of it. We're only on one treasure hunter because we've been killing Riven. It's only once per that specific champion. We gotta go collect the other ones. Let's go for Caulfields, Ruby. We'll push back out. Shaco support's kind of annoying. I don't like playing Shaco support. That's super non-interactive. He seems to always be able to get away if he so chooses to. Malachi did a good job there. Caitlyn didn't follow up too much. Not sure why Vi's in my jungle. I guess she knew I was in hers, or she just saw me late recalling. I do have my R here, so they're about to eat a fat one. I missed my R. We get the treasure hunter. I don't have to get the kill to get the treasure hunter. I only need to an assist, or like a takedown, a kill or assist. Like I don't have to get the kill there, but Hecarim's very snowbally, so I don't mind taking it. Her red buff should be up. If my phase rushes up, I can get away if need be. Oh, she already got it. Wow, she took that quick. She's right there. Why didn't she use an ability? Shaco's gonna be over here. I think that was a free kill if Lissandra just does it. She has an R. Via no HP items, no magic resist items. I had to cross over anyways, so we'll push the wave real quick. Let her roam off. Could play double Herald, try to end early. Hecarim's not the best late game champion anyways. He tends to fall off. All depends on how fed the enemy backline is. How much damage can they do to you before you can land in with your R or your E. Gragas threw away his shutdown. He's up he's up 2 kills to none. CS advantage. That's not good. Yeah, I'll set up Herald. My R will be up. You don't really run out of mana on Hecarim, although Man Moon is a good scaling item. It's by no means essential these days with how they've tweaked his mana costs this season. There's a specific patch. Oh yeah, they're kind of coming for me, it seems. Or maybe not. I don't know where they're going. I guess they weren't paying attention to me at all. It makes me feel sad. We're gonna run him, try to get behind him. We'll pop him with R, push him back this way. He still had flash, which is kind of funny. He should not still have flash. So what is that? Mid 14 minute. We'll put that there for my benefit. Try coming behind. We'll go for Felios since Shaco's got dash. I don't know why Malachi went in that early. I should not have pinged. I've noticed if you're playing anywhere from Iron to like D4, you shouldn't ping early on the gank because their teammates will just straight up run at them and scare them away. Like the enemies won't even know you're there yet, and your teammate will just sprint at them randomly, and it completely messes up the gank. So ping when you want them to react. Don't give them the heads up because they'll spaz out and throw it away. Because they usually do a pretty good job of reacting when you spam ping it. So yeah, just ping when they need to react. Like they need to react in a 1/8 of a second, and then ping. Then they'll react. Huh, this is bad. The lanes are basically just losing at the moment. Got him. I'm on phase rush as well. I have tier 2 boots. Need to keep my Q stack up off the minion. He's going to run me into a Shaco box. This is a lot of minions. Got it. Pull it down a little bit, trying to slow the wave so Caitlyn can still get it. Dragon is coming up. I need to spend. We're going to be pushing for the spear and the dust blade with a 65% win rate build. Super glass cannon. That's how it goes on Hecarim though. That's how it goes. Although it is glass cannon with the W being buffed by 1 second of duration, so extra armor, magic resist, and the healing. We will have semi-decent survivability. Like to walk over there with 3 Q stacks just in case they're kind of starting it. That being said, Vi can take it pretty dang quick. I think she's on it right now. Oh, I thought I saw a little mark over here. Sometimes you can hear audio or video artifacts even when you don't have vision of an area off of certain champion abilities, like even Ezreal Q or Vi punches. I thought that's what I saw there. Always pull it out so they can't pop plant still instantly. They have to overcommit to take. Turns a 50-50 smite to you having like a 80-20, plus they'll die if they commit for it. I should win this. I have way more gold than her. We go for the zigs. Got it. I don't know if that's the real one. Yeah, probably not. I'm gonna cross over to the other side. Should only, oh, it took 2 turret shots. That sucks. Riven could be coming over here. I gotta leave. She's missing, and they know I crossed over. It's too risky to stay. Give away 1,000 gold off of 1 death. My goodness. Boy, oh boy. Turning into the full 80 horse we were meant to be. Riven has Tiamat. She's low CS. Their Felios is their most fed character for sure. If I was their jungler, I would go top right now. And you can't see my mid. Yep. There she is. Laners need to start thinking that way. Like, who's the most gankable laner at that given moment? That's where the enemy jungle will show up in the majority of times. I'll ghost for this. Got my Eon. Smite our WQ. There's a phase rush. Push him into my teammate. I don't care if Gragas gets that kill or not. Hey, friend. Pushes him away from the turret. Got it. Q auto. Got it. Tell him well played. I see Shaco's bot side, so I feel safe. I probably just spawned back in. Oh, I almost died. Okay, I died. I didn't think the turret would be able to do that, but it did. Ziggs got 1,000 gold off me, I think. And I'll say it here in a moment. Yeah, Ziggs got 1,000 gold from the turret killing me there. Yeah, the laundries. I think it's like somewhere along the lines of 15 seconds since the last enemy champion hit you. If you die within that 15-second period, then it counts as them getting a kill versus you just being slain by a monster or turret. And Ziggs' burn on Leandri's would have extended that duration by 4 seconds. So, because of the burn. That sucks. It's one of the worst characters to get fed on their team. Long ranged is what it is. Riven's back top. I've completely maxed out my treasure hunter. I've farmed everyone on their team. I need to stay in Vi jungle as much as possible. I only have one more thing on my jungle I haven't finished than her. Only like one more camp, even though I have way more CS. Ziggs, got so much gold. Looks like it's gonna be flame drags. That's good for me. I have a lot of AD. Is this warded or something? He's acting like it is. Oh, maybe not. The E dash damage plus the WQ. There goes our phase rush. Let's keep the Q up. Vi could very well be my jungler right now. We're gonna R to get to him. The RE auto WQ, down he goes. I do think Vi is in my wait, she just died somewhere. I guess maybe she wasn't in my jungle. I just imagine because she didn't even go to her top side, so where was she that whole time? She had to be in my jungle, right? Dragon up in 50. Gone with the smite, WQ auto. Feels bad for him, that was really unlucky. I'll go ahead and push this since I'm already here. They lose this turret. That's big. Nice, 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 nice. Almost full build, man. Or at least core build. Hold. You go Heralds for the slow. It's also more damage than Black Cleaver. Black Cleaver is still one of Hecarim's best items. It's just not his top 3 at the moment. If you're going to play him Conqueror, because you have a champion to pill for you on your team, like a Zillion, Lulu, any kind of support that can put an ability on you to empower you, then yeah, Conqueror Hecarim with Shojin Black Cleaver is pretty dang good. But we don't have that this game. Wait, that's not Baron. Okay, it's just a Herald. Our Q cooldown is somewhere around 0.6 seconds. They're finishing it. Gotta keep my Q stacks up. Hey, friends. Oh, that's a big mistake. Got him with my R. Got it. Yep. That's the Hecarim snowball, dude. It's disgusting. That's why I'm saying, even before this change on his W, because realistically, we haven't needed it. There hasn't really been a situation where they're focusing me and I live because of that extra health and healing on my W. So even if they didn't do this change, this game would have still played out this way. And that's why I don't think they needed to do this change, because if Hecarim's played appropriately and your ganks do connect, he's got ridiculous carry potential to where buffing his W, I don't think is a needed change. But I'm sure Hecarim players are thrilled about it. About this champion being absolutely bonkers. Got it. Oh, that's bad. Ooh. I gotta get out of here. It got destroyed. The Dustblade pop. Aphelios tried to kite it out. He's doing a lot of damage. I'm glad Maokai turned back in to help. That was a really tough fight. I think one of the biggest perks of the W change, it keeps him healthier in the jungle and also more survivability in team fights is realistically what it is. Because for the gank phase of the game, people are trying to get away from you. So I guess in the gank phase of the game, it helps for turret dives, having the extra armor. But outside of that, you don't really notice it early game. Early game, it's a little bit healthier while farming, slightly better dives. And then mid-late game, it's nice for team fights when you're getting focused. To round off the build, Black Cleaver Sterix is what I lean into. You can go for anything though. The core of this 65% win rate build is the Spear Rush into Dusk into this with the tier 2 boots. That's a long cooldown ability. Alrighty, we got their inhib there. I'm gonna go top and try to stop that. Seems like they laid it just to delay it because it was gonna expire. They have to kill me in the team fight. If they don't, they get helicoptered hardcore. No, stop that, Herald. Push the wave out real quick. I'll play for their blue buff. Ping my teammates off that fight. We're missing too many people there. Notice how I'm not pinging my teammates directly. They'll mute you if you do that, or a lot more likely to. Never try to directly mute your teammates to communicate. It's a very poor form of communication. It's much better to ping what you're trying to say rather than just dropping a big fat juicy deuce on their head. All right, they lose blue buff. Beautiful. You only run out of mana if you're power pushing waves, because in the jungle and river areas, your jungle item gives you a fudge load of constant mana regeneration. This is a bad fight. I'm gonna keep my Q stacks up, push into the riven, pop the R, and that's game, baby. Come on, baby. Come on now. Come on, baby. This champion's balanced. He can do things that really no other jungler can do. Like, not even a master Yi's that fast. Yeah, GG's. We'll take it. Excited to look at damage alt damage taken on runes. Let's take a peek. Looking at damage alt enemy champions, we did have the most in the game by a decent margin. Gragas at number 2. Lysandra pretty dang low, but she was up against 6, so not much to fight there. Damage taken most in the game, and self mitigated almost the most in the game. By barely beat me out. And that, I say this a lot in my videos. If you can find a champion or a position or a strategy that allows you to take the most damage and deal the most damage, you are that is such a high level of value that really shouldn't even exist in the game of League of Legends, because League of Legends is kind of like rock paper scissors. You have tanks, bruisers, and, well, I guess there's 4. There's like tank, bruisers, mages, and AD carries. I won't even count assassins because it's kind of a made up thing. And so the concept is AD carry should deal the most damage in general if the game goes long enough, but they won't take the most. Bruisers will usually have a pretty good mix of damage dealt, damage taken, and self-mitigated. So if the game doesn't last super long, they can sometimes do all 3. Tanks generally will not do all 3. They usually will not have the most damage dealt. And then mages and AD, mages are kind of like a mid-game AD carry. So if you can find that thing that allows you to do all of it, you're pulling so much weight. And yeah, it's just kind of nuts to even be able to do. For runes, really high value. If you guys enjoyed this Hecarim video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Kingsticks. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.